What's going on guys, Coley Plays here, and today I'll be going over every single obsession perk and add-on in Dead by Daylight, and explaining how they work and what they do. The timestamps will be on the screen for everything I talk about in this video. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the video and check out some of my other content. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So if you don't know what an obsession perk is, then you've come to the right place, because I'm about to go in depth on every single one. Firstly, there are 15 obsession perks and 3 obsession add-ons in Dead by Daylight. So let's start with the Survivor perks. So the first obsession perk for Survivor is Blood Pact. Blood Pact is an obsession perk for Cheryl Mason. The way it works is that when either you or the obsession is injured, you see each other's aura. After healing the obsession, or getting healed by the obsession, you both gain the haste status effect, moving at 7% increased speed for 10 seconds. It also reduces your chance of being the obsession. On the odd chance you are the obsession, the perk will deactivate and become useless. The next perk is Decisive Strike. Decisive Strike is an obsession perk for Laurie Strode. For 40, 50 or 60 seconds, depending on what level the perk is, after you've been unhooked, Decisive Strike becomes active. While it is active, when grabbed by the killer, you have to succeed with a very small skill check to instantly escape from the killer's grasp and stun them for 5 seconds. This perk can be used once per game, and if succeeded or missed, it will count as being used. If you successfully stun the killer, it will result in you becoming the obsession. Okay, for the third perk we have For the People. For the People is an obsession perk for Serena Cassia. It is only active when at full health. Basically, if you press the active ability button while healing another survivor without a medkit, it will heal them 1 health state and you will go into the injured state and become broken. You basically trade health states. You will then become the obsession after you use For the People. Alright, so the next perk on this list is Metal of Man. Metal of Man is an obsession perk for Ashley J. Williams. If you take 3 protection hits in a trial, the next time you get injured, you will not be put into the dying state. You will just take the hit and nothing will happen. It doesn't work when you are healthy, but the next time you heal back to full health, your aura will be revealed to the killer if you are 60 meters away from them. Metal of Man does deactivate the next time you are put into the dying state, and Metal of Man will also increase your chance of being the obsession. Okay, so the 5th perk on this list is Object of Obsession. Object of Obsession is an obsession perk for Laurie Strode. Now this obsession perk is very different because it is completely to do with auras. As long as you are outside of the killer's terror radius and looking in the killer's direction, you will see each other's aura. When you are the obsession, this will apply to a range of 72 meters, otherwise it applies to a maximum range of 64 meters. It also makes it super likely that you will become the obsession in that trial. And finally we have Soul Survivor. Soul Survivor is another obsession perk from Laurie Strode. Your aura cannot be read by the killer in a maximum of 24 meters for each killed and sacrificed survivor. It also makes your chances of being the obsession a lot more likely in that trial. And that is every obsession perk for Survivor. Let's waste no time and get straight into the killer perks. Okay, so the first killer perk we have is Dark Devotion. Dark Devotion is an obsession perk for the Plague. This means that every time you hit the obsession with a basic attack, it causes that survivor to emit a terror radius of 32 meters for 30 seconds. You are granted the undetectable status for that 30-second duration, and the obsession will hear the terror radius they emit for that duration as well. Moving straight on to the next killer perk is Dead Man's Switch. Dead Man's Switch is an obsession perk for the Death Slinger. Once you hook the obsession, the perk will activate for 45 seconds. While activated, any survivor that stops repairing a generator before it is fully repaired causes the entity to block the generator until Dead Man's Switch effect ends. Generators affected by Dead Man's Switch are highlighted white. Okay, so for the third killer perk we have on this list, we have Dying Light. Dying Light is a perk for Michael Myers. Your obsession gains a 33% action speed bonus to unhooking and healing. Each time you hook a survivor that isn't the obsession, you gain a token. As long as the obsession is alive, the other survivors will gain a 3% penalty for repairing, healing and sabotaging for each token you have. The 4th killer perk we have on this list is for Ghostface, and it is called Furtive Chase. When your obsession is hooked, Furtive Chase receives a token, up to a maximum of 4 tokens. Each token decreases your terror radius by 4 meters while in a chase. When a survivor rescues the obsession from a hook, the rescuer becomes the obsession. You lose all tokens if the obsession is sacrificed or killed. And okay, for the 5th perk we have Nemesis, which is an Oni perk. A survivor who blinds or stuns you using a pallet or a locker becomes your obsession instantly. Anytime a new survivor becomes the obsession, they become oblivious for 60 seconds, and their aura is revealed to you for 4 seconds. The next perk we have on this is another Michael perk called Play With Your Food. Every time you chase your obsession and let them escape, you receive a token, up to a maximum of 3 tokens. Each token increases your movement speed by 5%. Performing a basic or special attack will consume 1 token. Play With Your Food has a cooldown of 10 seconds. And for the 7th perk we have Rango, which is a spirit perk. Each time a generator is completed, the obsession sees your aura for 3 seconds. Each time a generator is completed, all survivors' locations are revealed to you for 3 seconds. Once all generators are completed, the obsession suffers from the exposed status effect, and the killer can mori the obsession. And for the penultimate perk on this list we have Remember Me, which is a Freddy perk. Each time you hit your obsession, you increase the exit gate opening time by 4 seconds, up to a maximum of 16 additional seconds. The obsession is not affected by Remember Me. And for the final killer perk on this list, we have my personal favourite, Save the Best for Last, which is a Michael one. You earn a token for each successful hit that is not dealt to the obsession. Each token grants a stackable 5% cooldown reduction on successful attacks. You can earn up to 8 tokens. This means you're able to get a maximum of 40% cooldown reduction on a normal hit. Attacking your obsession will make you lose 2 tokens. You can no longer gain tokens if your obsession is sacrificed or killed. And yes, that is it for every single obsession perk in Dead by Daylight. So, we're going to move straight on to the add-ons. Okay, so there's only one survivor add-on that actually involves the obsession, and that is for a key. Now, this add-on is called the Unique Wedding Ring. It is very rare, and it reveals the obsession's aura when it is interacted with. It also reduces your odds of being the obsession. And now for the killer add-ons, there are only 2. The first one is called Black Box. It is an ultra rare add-on for Freddy. The obsession starts the trial in the dream world and cannot wake up, no matter what. And for the final add-on of this entire list, we have Judith's Journal, which is a Michael add-on and it is only rare. It considerably increases the amount of evil gained when you are stalking your obsession. And that's it. That's everything you need to know about the obsession, the perks, the add-ons, everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, feel free to check out my other content and subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. I really hope you learned something, but anyway, love you all, stay safe, and peace out.